Namaskaram everyone, I'm Jeni and this is the first episode of Jeni's Taste of Wellbeing. Before I get into the cooking, I wanted to share with you what inspired me to do this whole thing. My journey began about 6 years ago here in Edmonton after I did my first meditation program called Inner Engineering by Isha Foundation. And so shortly after the program, my husband Andre and I decided to visit the Isha Yoga Center in India. And ever since that first visit, we've been going there every year. So anyways, anyone who has been to the ashram would relate to this, is the outstanding food that they serve there. The food there is, of course, vegetarian meals, but they focus on positive Pranic or Satvic food, which is basically food prepared without onions and garlic, which I felt was never possible. But in all honesty, the food comes out so delicious. And especially the feeling after you have a full meal, there's no lethargy, and I usually feel fully energized to carry on with my day. So during one of our visits, Andre bought this book for me. It is called A Taste of Wellbeing. It is a compilation of the recipes at the yoga center, but a little bit of a full package as well. It has profound insights from Sadhguru on the processes of eating, digestion, classification of foods, and much more, which I will be sharing with you as we go through this book. So what is the effort of this whole channel? It is to create that ashram experience at home, and at the same time, something that I have not got a chance to do is to go through this book in its entirety, through all the recipes, hopefully from cover to cover, that I will be sharing with you as I go along. This book is sectioned into categories, and I decided to go with the one that I like the most, which is called Curries and Subzis. If you have the book, you can follow along. I will share with you where I am and which recipe. If you don't, no worries at all. I will be sharing all the details in the description box. So the first one I'm going to start off is called Palak Sabzi or Palak Paneer, which is an old classic. And this is a positive Pranic adaptation to that one. Basically, spinach curry. I like this one a lot because I could find all the ingredients at a local superstore. So going through the ingredients, come on over. I will share with you what are the ingredients, and then we'll get into the cooking method. So over here I have 3 bunches of spinach, washed, chopped into bite-sized pieces. Then over here I have a 1/4 cup of cashew nuts soaked in water for about 30 minutes. Here I have 2 tablespoons of ghee. You can use coconut oil if you want to keep it to vegan. Here is 1/2 teaspoon of cumin seeds, 1.5 teaspoon of garam masala. There is 1.5 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1.5 teaspoon of red chilli powder. So in terms of the cooking method, we are going to cook the spinach on low heat until it's soft. We're going to grind it into a paste as well. I'm going to put it into low for now, and we'll leave it for a while for it to kind of cook down. And in the meantime, the next thing we'll do is we'll grind the cashew nuts into a paste. This has been soaking for about 30 minutes right now, so I'm going to grind it into this pestle and mortar the old-fashioned way. So in goes. So I'm going to use a little bit of water as well. I'm just going to grind it up. Okay, so looks like our cashew paste is ready. It's a smooth paste, so I'm gonna leave it to that. And then let's check up on our spinach. It's been about 5-6 minutes and it's sort of cooking down. Maybe I'm gonna leave it for another couple of minutes. We're going to cool this eventually and then grind it into a smooth paste. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes of cooking. I'm going to cut the heat now because I want to keep my spinach as green as possible. I'm going to let this to cool, and then we will grind it into a thick paste. Okay, so I have the spinach grinded up. I had a little accident, but we'll just ignore that for now. So this is ready, and we are ready now to assemble the dish together. Starts with a pan heated on low, and I'm gonna add the 2 tablespoons of ghee. I'm gonna let this kind of heat up. Good enough now. And then now I'm gonna add all the spices, starting with the cumin. So in goes the cumin. And then I'm going to add all the spices. So the garam masala goes in, the cumin powder goes in, well, all of it. So all the spices in, and then really quickly, let me put this down a bit, and right away, we're gonna add our cashew paste. Cashew paste is in. I think I'm going to add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit easier. So everything is in, and we're going to cook this until the fat separates. I'm going to add a tiny bit more water. I'm gonna wait until the fat separates it. Should I turn the fan on?
Yeah, sure.
Just open the window's open though. Okay. Leave it alone for a little bit. Okay, so it looks like the fat is separating. I'm gonna give it another couple of minutes. Okay, I think we are safe to put the spinach in. So in goes the grinded spinach. A lot of spinach. Everything goes in. Oh wow. Okay, so I don't want to overcook the spinach because I want to keep the freshness of the spinach. We've cooked it already, so I'm not gonna cook it for too long, maybe another couple of minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna add said salt to taste. So I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. I have a weird way of measuring salt. I actually put it on my hand to measure it out. So maybe I think I put half a tablespoon of salt, but it is as your taste is, so go for it. And I'm gonna cover it just for minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, so it's been bubbling a little bit. It didn't take too long to start to boil. It said if you want to enhance the taste, the classic one is fried paneer in it, cottage cheese, or use boiled potatoes. I'm using boiled potatoes because Andre doesn't like paneer, and I happen to have boiled potatoes at home. So I'm gonna add boiled potatoes, and that's it, you guys. It is ready to be served.
Not always. Sometimes paneer is okay.
I think I added a little less potatoes, but it's up to you.
That's okay. I don't like too many potatoes.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't like potatoes or paneer. But anyway, so that's supposed to enhance the flavors. I am going to be serving this with roti or rice. You could serve. I'm going to serve it for you. Hey, a lot of spinach. So here you have spinach curry, Palak paneer, adaptation of a positive Pranic. I hope you guys give it a try and let me know how it goes. I'm going to be serving it shortly. I will share with you how it goes. Namaskaram. Okay, so I'm back. Before I go, I wanted to show you how I serve the food. I'm serving it with freshly made rotis, some groundnuts soaked overnight, and some fruits. I'm really excited to try this, so I'm going to give it a try. So I'm back. I just finished eating, and I just quickly thought I'd give you a review on it from the actual finding the ingredients and cooking it. It was my first time making it, but it was so simple. Not so many ingredients. Steps were really simple to follow. In terms of the flavors, I enjoyed it a lot. It was fresh. You could see the spinach was still so green, but at the same time very flavorful. I think the cashews gave it that creaminess, the richness. Spices were there, but not too overpowering at the same time. If you like it more spicy, probably adding a little bit more chili powder would have helped. Definitely the potatoes gave it a different texture, but if you wanted to make it more rich, you could go with the fried paneer, but I like it the way it is. So yeah, I would totally recommend it. Please give it a try and let me know how it goes for you. I'd love to hear your comments. Have a great day, and till we meet again.